Before the rooster crowed, I was already on my feet. The smell of fresh coffee filling the small kitchen air. Opened my Bible, read the psalm so sweet, and asked the Lord to illuminate with care this movie that is my life on the endless road, where each kill and muttered is a verse of the hymn that's my code. My younger brother called me in farewell's embrace, said he was praying for my journey ahead, that he trusted God to guard my space, and waited for me back for barbecue spread. These words are fuel for the heart's devotion, more powerful than diesel gas or any explosion.
Dawn emerged like a holy fire bright, blood red then orange hope's display. Stopped on the shoulder just to see this sight, morning being born in its sacred ballet.
It's the Lord painting another masterpiece, to remind that each day is grace that won't cease. I'm a pilgrim of the Brazilian highways wide, carrying faith wherever the asphalt leads, passing through lands, mountains, countryside, with Christ beside me for all my needs. From first breath to the last sun's ray, my life is a testimony of gratitude's display. Highway pilgrim with a mission clear, to spread love, to share prayer everywhere. At a stop in Cuiabá, met Miss Lucia Kind, cook at a popular restaurant place. Her food had the seasoning of joy combined. Each plate served was a loving embrace. Told me she lost her husband 2 years past, but God gave her strength that would last. And cooking for truckers was her calling true, feeding bodies and hearts too. That meal was more than sustenance that day, was communion, was sacrament on the way. Found Ricardo stopped on Beerarborn, one scene's lane. Hood up, smoke rising to the sky. Stopped to help that brother in pain. Together we fixed it, together we'd fly. He had no money for a mechanic's fee. Said, brother, God sent you to rescue me. I replied, we're all divine instruments here, that the highway joins hearts far and near.
When you travel with Christ,
see opportunity in every door. There's a station in Campo Grande, middle of nowhere land, where Mr. Sebastian's worked for 30 years strong. He knows every trucker who passes through his stand, always with a smile, always nothing wrong. One day I arrive without a penny to spare, engine nearly stopping, situation of despair. He looked at me and said with voice serene, "Son, God doesn't abandon those who trust Him clean."
Filled my tank until it overflowed bright, checked oil, water, everything with delight.
When I went to thank him, he hugged me tight, said, "Pay it forward, spread this love day and night."
That station wasn't just a technical stop, was an altar of mercy from bottom to top.
Didn't just feel fuel in the empty tank there, filled my faith that God provides with care. In dark nights when loneliness gets deep, I look at stars through the windshield glass. Each one reminds me of someone I keep. My wife who wakes, who prays, who lets pass. To our children, that Daddy's all right and well, that He's working for the good, that time will tell. My son sent a letter through Mom last week ago, written with crooked letters, but full of love's flow. Wake before the rooster crows, before the world awakens. The sky is still deep indigo, stars beginning to fade. I start the engine, make my morning prayer. Lord, guide my steps this day, protect my total course. The first rays of sun begin to break through the darkness, like God's fingers opening the curtains of creation. The horizon paints itself pink, then orange, then golden. Every dawn is a new promise, a renewed covenant. Between dawn and dusk, I see God's hand painting the sky. In the morning He tells me, "Rise, son, there's work to do." At sunset He whispers, "Rest today, one." Every sunrise is a resurrection, every sunset is a blessing of conclusion. Between these two divine masterpieces, I drive confidently, following His disciplines. The sun rises red behind the mountain, like a ball of fire breaking the cold night. The dew on plants shines like diamonds. It's the morning jewel, the glory of the new day. I stop on the shoulder just to witness this miracle that happens every single day. never loses its charm, never becomes routine. It's God saying, look what I created, my poetry. Between dawn and dusk, I see God's hand painting the sky. In the morning he tells me, rise son, there's work to do. At sunset he whispers, rest today you want. Every sunrise is a resurrection, every sunset is a blessing of conclusion. Between these two divine masterpieces, I drive confidently, following his discipline. I remember what my father always said, watching the sunrise on the porch at home. Son, God never forgot to turn on the sun. He won't forget you, be certain in the cut. Now I understand the depth of those words. Every dawn is proof of faithfulness. If God is faithful to the sun rising every day, how much more will he be faithful to my need? The day walks on, the sun climbs high in the sky. Noon is when it rains with all splendor. The heat presses, sweat drips, but I continue, because daylight reminds me of the Savior's love. He is the light of the world, illuminates my journey, even when the path seems arid and hot. I know his presence is with me like the sun, constant, faithful, burning. But in the late afternoon, something magical happens. The sun begins its descent, tired but glorious. The sky transforms into a canvas of living painting, colors that not even in dreams would be so beautiful, so precious. Purple mixed with pink, orange with red, clouds painted with gold and shining silver. I stop the truck, turn everything off, just contemplate this show that God presented majestically. Between dawn and dusk, buffalo paints with pretty orange with red, clouds painted with gold and shining silver. I stop the truck, turn everything off, just contemplate this show that God presented majestically. Between dawn and dusk, I see God's hand painting the sky. In the morning he tells me, rise son, there's work to do. At sunset he whispers, rest today you want. Every sunrise is a resurrection, every sunset is a blessing of conclusion. Between these two divine masterpieces, I drive confidently, following his disciplines. One day the sun will rise for the last time for me, on this earth, on this road, in this mortal body. But I know I'll wake up in a place where there's no night, where God's light shines eternal and celestial. Until then I'll continue admiring every dawn, giving thanks for every sunset I witness. Because between these two daily miracles, God reminds me He's with me, always guiding me. The sunrise is faithful, the sunset's faithful, and between these two moments of glory in the air, I drive on the road knowing that I serve the God who never fails, whose always on the move. I wake before the rooster crows, before the world awakens. The sky still deep indigo, stars beginning to fade. I start the engine, make my morning prayer. Lord, guide my steps this day, protect my total course. The first rays of sun begin to break through the darkness, like God's fingers opening the curtains of creation. The horizon paints itself pink, then orange, then golden. Every dawn is a new promise, a renewed covenant. Between dawn and dusk, I see God's hand painting the sky. In the morning He tells me, rise, son, there's work to do. At sunset He whispers, rest, today you won. Every sunrise is a resurrection, every sunset is a blessing of conclusion. Between these two divine masterpieces, I drive confidently, following His disciplines. The sun rises red behind the mountains, like a ball of fire breaking the cold night. The dew on plants shines like diamonds. It's the morning jewel, the glory of the new day. I stop on the shoulder just to witness this miracle that happens every single day, but never loses its charm, never becomes routine. It's God saying, look what I created, my poetry. Between dawn and dusk, I see God's hand painting the sky. In the morning He tells me, rise, son, there's work to do. At sunset He whispers, rest, today you won. Every sunrise is a resurrection, every sunset is a blessing of conclusion. Between these two divine masterpieces, I drive confidently, following His discipline. I remember what my father always said, watching the sunrise on the porch at home. Son, God never forgot to turn on the sun. He won't forget you, be certain in the cup. Now I understand the depth of those words. Every dawn is proof of faithfulness. If God is faithful to the sun rising every day, how much much more will he be faithful to my need? The day walks on, the sun climbs high in the sky. Noon is when it rains with all splendor. The heat presses, sweat drips, but I continue, because daylight reminds me of the Savior's love. He is the light of the world, illuminates my journey. Even when the path seems arid and hot, I know His presence is with me like the sun. Constant, faithful, burning. But in the late afternoon, something magical happens. The sun begins its descent, tired but glorious. The sky transforms into a canvas of living painting, colors that not even in dreams would be so beautiful, so precious. Purple mixed with pink, orange with red, clouds painted with gold and shining silver. I stop the truck, turn everything off, just contemplate this show that God presents majestically. Between dawn and dusk, I see God's hand painting the sky. In the morning He tells me, rise, son, there's work to do. At sunset He whispers, rest, today you won. Every sunrise is a resurrection, every sunset is a blessing of conclusion. Between these two divine masterpieces, I drive confidently, following His disciplines. One day the sun will rise for the last time for me. On this earth, on this road, in this mortal body. But I know I'll wake up in a place where there's no night, where God's light shines eternal and celestial. Until then, I'll continue admiring every dawn, giving thanks for every sunset I witness. Because between these two daily miracles, God reminds me He's with me, always guiding me. The sun rises faithful, the sun sets faithful, and between these two moments of glory in the air, I drive on the road knowing that I serve the God who never fails, who's always illuminating. "4:30 in the morning, the world still sleeps deep. Darkness covers the earth like a black and profound blanket to keep. There on the horizon, a thin line of light begins to announce that a new day comes, that Jesus guides right. It's that magical moment between night and day, when the sky goes from navy blue to light blue ray. I prepare my coffee in the thermos calmly, because I know in minutes I'll watch God renew my soul. The dawn speaks to me of a resurrection, of the empty tomb, the road ray of sun that breaks the horizon is a reminder that Christ conquered death. It's His crown. The sunset speaks to me of sacrifice and glory, of the bloodshed of the cross, of the eternal story. Between the rising and dying of the sun every day, I see the gospel painted in the sky. Theology's way. The first streak of orange appears. The sky explodes in pastel tones, delicate like prayers. Baby pink, soft peach, butter yellow. And God doesn't use only strong colors, He also blesses with subtle mellow. The birds begin the morning chorus, singing praises even before the sun appears. Glorious, I join them, humming softly. This is the day the Lord made. Hallelujah, I'll celebrate it loftily. The dawn speaks to me of a resurrection, of the empty tomb, the rolled stone, victory in action. Every ray of sun that breaks the horizon is a reminder that Christ conquered death. It's His crown. The sunset speaks to me of sacrifice and glory, of the bloodshed of the cross, of the eternal story. Between the rising and dying of the sun every day, I see the gospel painted in the sky. Theology's way. The show reaches its maximum peak. The sun hasn't appeared yet, but already commands the stage technique. Golden rays shoot through clouds like spears of light. Each cloud becomes a lit furnace by Jesus' fire so bright. Blood red, fire orange, regal golden, all the colors of redemption in a privileged show beholding. I must stop the truck, can't drive and see this. It's so glorious, so powerful, I feel I'm in bliss. Some mornings the sun rises behind heavy clouds, creating rays like golden ladders, drawing crowds. They look like paths to heaven, celestial bridges. And I think of Jesus' words, I am the way on ridges. Other mornings the sky is clear, not a cloud, and the sun appears pure around, perfect, unbowed, like God's face that no one can look at directly, but that warms us with His love permanently. 6 o'clock, the sun finally breaks completely through the horizon. A ball of fire being born, rising, conquering every mountain. Impossible to look at directly, but I feel its warmth on my face. So is God too holy to see, but we feel His place. The day has officially begun, the promise was kept. Once again He was faithful, another morning life swept. I give thanks with tears in my eyes for this mercy that renews every dawn, that never sleeps tersely. The day passes working, making deliveries, meeting goals. But my thoughts already anticipate the colors of the evening tolls. 5 in the afternoon, I start looking for a good place to stop. One panoramic view when the sun begins to drop. I find an empty overlook, get out of the truck, sit on the .4:30 in the morning, the world still sleeps deep. Darkness covers the earth like a black and profound blanket to keep. But there on the horizon, a thin line of light begins to announce that a new day comes, that Jesus guides right. It's that magical moment between night and day, when the sky goes from navy blue to light blue, hooray. I prepare my coffee in the thermos calmly, because I know in minutes I'll watch God renew my soul holy. The dawn speaks to me of a resurrection, of the empty tomb, the rolled stone, victory in action. Every ray of sun that breaks the horizon is a reminder that Christ conquered death. It's His crown. The sunset speaks to me of sacrifice and glory, of the bloodshed, of the cross, of the eternal story, between the rising and dying of the sun every day. I see the gospel painted in the sky, theology's way. 5:10, the first streak of orange appears. The sky explodes in pastel tones, delicate like prayers. Baby pink, soft peach, butter yellow. God doesn't use only strong colors, He also blesses with subtle mellow. The birds begin the morning chorus, singing praises even before the sun appears. Glorious. I join them, humming softly. This is the day the Lord made, hallelujah, I'll celebrate it loftily. The dawn speaks to me of a resurrection, of the empty tomb, the rolled stone, victory in action. Every ray of sun that breaks the horizon is a reminder that Christ conquered death. It's His crown. The sunset speaks to me of sacrifice and glory, of the bloodshed, of the cross, of the eternal story, between the rising and dying the sun every day. I see the gospel painted in the sky, theology's way. 5:30, the show reaches its maximum peak. The sun hasn't appeared yet, but already commands the stage technique. Golden rays shoot through clouds like spears of light. Each cloud becomes a lit furnace by Jesus' fire so bright. Blood red, fire orange, regal golden, all the colors of redemption in a privileged show beholding. I must stop the truck, can't drive and see this. It's so glorious, so powerful, I feel I'm in bliss. Some mornings the sun rises behind heavy clouds, creating rays like golden ladders, drawing crowds. They look like paths to heaven, celestial bridges. And I think of Jesus' words, I am the way on ridges. Other mornings the sky is clear, not a cloud, and the sun appears pure, round, perfect, unbowed. Like God's face that no one can look at directly, but that warms us with His love permanently. 6 o'clock, the sun finally breaks completely through the horizon. A ball of fire being born, rising, canker in every mountain. Impossible to look at directly, but I feel its warmth on my face. So is God too holy to see, but we feel His place. The day has officially begun, the promise was kept. Once again He was faithful, another morning life swept. I give thanks with tears in my eyes for this mercy that renews every dawn, that never sleeps tersely. The day passes working, making deliveries, meeting goals, but my thoughts already anticipate the colors of the evening tolls. 5 in the afternoon, I start looking for a good place to stop. Want panoramic view when the sun begins to drop. I find an empty overlook, get out of the truck, sit on the still warm hood, heart and luck. 5:40, the afternoon spectacle begins to unfold. God will paint the sky again now to say goodbye until retold. The dawn speaks to me of resurrection, of the empty tomb, the rolled stone, victory in action. Every ray of sun that breaks the horizon is a reminder that Christ conquered death. It's His crown. The sunset speaks to me of sacrifice and glory, of the bloodshed, of the cross, of the eternal story. Between the rising and dying of the sun every day, I see the gospel painted in the sky, theology's way. 6 in the evening, the sun is descending, but still strong and proud. I hit the road when the sky was still dark gray. Low clouds concealed the dawn that was on its way. but I trusted the sun would rise as it always rises. Just as I trust God guides every step, every crisis. The fog covered the road like a mysterious veil. I drove slowly with faith, fearless of the pale. Because I know that even when I don't see the clear path, God knows every curve, every danger's wrath. On the roads that God paved for me, I found friends who became brothers endlessly. I saw the sun rise over deep valleys and high mountains. I saw the sunset paint the fall's blood red like fountains. Every mile is a story of providence, of open doors and miracles of evidence. And when I stop to reflect on what I live, I see it was God who chose each place where I ride. The sun finally broke through the clouds like an explosion. It just go flooding everything, blessing my vision. The wet road shone like polished silver, each raindrop reflecting the light of the giver. I passed through a village where I'd never been. A sign said, "Welcome, weary travelers, sing." I entered a simple restaurant to have coffee. It was there I met Tonino, man of great quality. On the roads that God paid for me, I found friends who became brothers endlessly. I saw the sun rise over deep valleys and high mountains. I saw the sunset paint the false blood red like fountains. Every mile is a story of providence, of open doors and miracles of evidence. And when I stop to reflect on what I live, I see it was God who chose each place where I arrived. Tonino was a retired trucker for 5 years after an accident that almost took his life through tears. But God spared him with a clear and defined purpose. Now he had that restaurant where he fed the nervous. I don't charge those who don't have, he told me smiling. Jesus fed multitudes, I'd do the same, beguiling. We talk for hours about the road and about faith, about how God uses this life to mold us, to give us wraith. He showed me an old notebook full of names. They're all truckers who pass through here, no games. I pray for each one every day without exception. Some return, others never again, but all in affection. My name was added to that sacred notebook, and I felt I had been guided there, not by chance but to. I left that place renewed with soul fit, not just by coffee and bread, but by blessed communion spread. I continued the journey, the sun already high in the bright sky, illuminating green fields, wheat plantations night. I thought about how God provides our daily bread through farmers, truckers, the hand that plants ahead. I passed small churches in the middle of nowhere, white crosses gleaming under the sun without a care. And mentally I prayed for those congregations that keep the faith burning in remote locations, their foundations. The afternoon arrived, painting the sky in golden tones. I saw a group of children playing in plowed zones. They waved at the truck with innocence and pure joy, and I honked in response, feeling tender as a boy. I remembered my children waiting at home, my wife preparing the table where I roam. Every day away is a sacrifice of love. I work to give them a better future from above. And there I stopped at a station where truckers gathered. One had a guitar, sacred songs they weathered. They invited me to join, we formed a prayer circle. 10 strangers united by the same profession and miracle. We sang Amazing Grace under the infinite stars, each voice. I hit the road when the sky was still dark gray. Low clouds concealed the dawn that was on its way. But I trusted the sun would rise as it always rises, just as I trust God guides every step, every crisis. The fog covered the road like a mysterious veil. I drove slowly with faith, fearless of the pale. Because I know that even when I don't see the clear path, God knows every curve, every danger's wrath. On the roads that God paved for me, I found friends who became brothers endlessly. I saw the sun rise over deep valleys and high mountains. I saw the sunset paint the false blood red like fountains. Every mile is a story of providence, of open doors, of miracles, of evidence. And when I stop to reflect on what I lived, I see it was God who chose each place where I arrived. The sun finally broke through the clouds like an explosion. Guess gold flooding everything, blessing the vision. The wet road shone like polished silver, each raindrop reflecting the light of the giver. I passed through a village where I'd never been. A sign said, "Welcome, weary travelers, sing." I entered a simple restaurant to have coffee. It was there I met Tonino, man of great quality. On the roads that God paved for me, I found friends who became brothers endlessly. I saw the sun rise over deep valleys and high mountains. I saw the sunset paint the false blood red like fountains. Every mile is a story of providence, of open doors, of miracles, of evidence. And when I stop to reflect on what I lived, I see it was God who chose each place where I arrived. Tonino was a retired trucker for 5 years. After an accident that almost took his life through tears, but God spared him with a clean, defined purpose. Now he had that restaurant where he fed the nervous. Now don't charge those who don't have, he told me smiling. Jesus fed multitudes, I do the same, beguiling. We talk for hours about the road and about faith, about how God uses this life to mold us, to give us race. He showed me an old notebook full of names. They're all truckers who pass through here, no games. I pray for each one every day without exception. Some return, others never again, but all in affection. My name was added to that sacred notebook, and I felt I had been guided there, not by chance, but to. I left that place renewed with soul fed, not just by coffee and bread, but by blessed communion spread. I continued the journey, the sun already high in the bright sky, illuminating green fields, wheat plantations nigh. I thought about how God provides our daily bread, through farmers, truckers, the hand that plants ahead. I passed small churches in the middle of nowhere, white crosses gleaming under the sun without a care. And mentally I prayed for those congregations that keep the faith burning in remote locations. Their foundations, they afternoon arrived painting the sky in golden tones. I saw a group of children playing in plowed zones. They waved at the truck with innocent and pure joy, and I honked in response, feeling tender as a ballroom. She's right, God loves me so much that He gives me these visual gifts in every touch. Every dawn, every dusk is a celestial embrace, reminding I'm not alone in this mortal race. At night I stopped at a station where truckers gather and had a guitar, sacred songs let Monday, 5 in the morning, goodbye at the front door. My wife hugs me tight, eyes tearing grace and more. Come back soon to me, she whispers in my ear. I always come back, my love, I respond moved and sincere. The children still sleep, I kiss their foreheads carefully. I whisper a prayer over each one blessedly. The sun hasn't risen when I start the heavy motor, but I know in minutes I'll see the sky painted smoother. In the pages of my road diary, every day is a sealed love letter clearly written by God in the colors of dawn and signed with the sunset when day is gone. Between longing and the mission I hold, I find Jesus in every fold. That the sky shows me morning and end of day, living testimony of His sovereignty's way. Six in the morning, the show begins on the distant horizon. The sky explodes in white when oranges and roses brazen. I stop on a safe shoulder just to record, take photo for family group want to afford. Look at the gift God gave me early today. My son responds, how beautiful, Dad, no dismay. God is taking care of you there on the road. Words from a child that fill my tired soul's abode. In the pages of my road diary, every day is a sealed love letter clearly written by God in the colors of dawn and signed with the sunset when day is gone. Between longing and the mission I hold, I find Jesus in every fold. That the sky shows me morning and end of day, living testimony of His sovereignty's way. Tuesday mandatory, stop at an old station. A sign says Jesus saves my best foundation. The attendant is a man with white hair and serene gaze. Good morning, brother, May God bless your days. While filling the tank, we began to converse about faith, about life, about prayer's universe. He told me that station was more than work. It's my pulpit, he said, where I preach without shirt. Every trucker who stops here receives more than fuel. Let me make it clear. Receives a word, a prayer, a smile. And some even receive Jesus in style. I already had Jesus, but received renewal. He prayed for my journey with such anointing dew that I left there floating, spirit light and grateful for another divine encounter on the asphalt faithful. Wednesday at noon, scalding heat beating down. Yeah, the mission ain't broken, sweat dripping around. But I look out the window and see beauty all around. Golden wheat fields under the Creator's sun sound. Everything God created praises His holy name. Even the heat has purpose, nothing is lame. It teaches me patience, teaches me gratitude for having health, strength, and this truck's magnitude. Thursday at twilight, magic hour arrived. 6:30 in the evening, the whole world thrived. The sun touching the horizon like a ball of fire, setting the clouds with praise of the spectacle had. My turn to share, I tell of the dawn, that Monday when I saw God's artwork drawn. A sky so beautiful it made me cry in gratitude for another day of life, for another mission's altitude. Saturday dawn, 3 o'clock on the clock marked. I wake to contemplate the starry sky embarked. Before sunrise, stars dominate the space, each one a reminder of the embrace that God gave Abraham. Count the stars if you can, thus shall your descendants be, and I'm part of the plan. I'm part of this ancient millennium. Woke up today to the rooster's morning call. The fog covered the mountains like a veil so pure. Grabbed my guitar, made my offering small. Thank God for another day, that's for sure. The highway called me with its siren song, but I know every mile to the Lord belongs. White lines passing like endless prayers. The engine sings hymns only my heart understands. I carry the blessings that my mama shares, a rosary on the mirror protection in God's hands. And that faded picture on my dashboard view, my daddy smiling, saying, heaven's promise is true. Kilometers of faith I keep on counting. Every stop's an altar, every breath's a praise. In the dust of the highway I keep on singing. I don't walk alone, I walk in His grace. When the night falls and the lights start blinking, I know angels travel all around. Kilometers of faith I keep on counting. On this blessed journey I have found. Pulled over on the shoulder to watch the sun go down, red like the blood that brought redemption near. Sat on my running board in that sacred ground, talked to God about everything I feared. And He answered in the gentle wind that blew. In the silence I found peace, found my breakthrough. Met John at a station down in Georgia land, Larry at a rest stop in Tennessee, Jose hauling soybeans across this land so grand. All servants of the same God, wild and free. We shared our bread, we shared our cross. Every highway meeting shows His love's not lost. We're a caravan of faith and hope so bright, carrying the gospel through the darkest night. Some days the rain beats hard against my windshield, and visibility vanishes in the fog. But I accelerate because inside I'm sealed with the strength of Christ, that sacred dialogue. My family back home awaits my return, but I know God watches them at every turn. At that station on Highway 40 one day I stopped, full of anguish, fear, and feeling so alone. The owner looked at me and right then it dropped that God had placed an angel in that zone. He prayed with me, filled my tank with holy power, didn't charge a dime for faith that bloomed that hour. Kilometers of faith I keep on counting. Every stop's an altar, every breath's a praise. In the dust of the highway I keep on singing. I don't walk alone, I walk in His grace. When the morning breaks and the sun stars rising, I thank God for another day of grace. Kilometers of faith I keep on counting on this blessed journey in this kilometers of love. Woke up today to the rooster's morning call. The fog covered the mountains like a veil so pure. Grabbed my guitar, made my offering small. Thank God for another day, that's for sure. The highway called me with its siren song, but I know every mile to the Lord belongs. White lines passing like endless prayers. The engine sings hymns only my heart understands. I carry the blessings that my mama shares, a rosary on the mirror, protection in God's hands, and that faded picture on my dashboard view. My daddy smiling, saying heaven's promise is true. Kilometers of faith, I keep on counting. Every stop's an altar, every breath's a praise. In the dust of the highway, I keep on singing. I don't walk alone, I walk in His grace. When the night falls and the lights start blinking, I know angels travel all around. Kilometers of faith, I keep on counting. On this blessed journey I have found. Pulled over on the shoulder to watch the sun go down. Red like the blood that brought redemption near. Sat on my running board in that sacred ground. Talked to God about everything I fear, and He answered in the gentle wind that blew. In the silence I found peace, found my breakthrough. Met John at a station down in Georgia land, Mary at a rest stop in Tennessee. Jose hauled his soybeans across this land so grand, all servants of the same God, wild and free. We shared our bread, we shared our cross. Every highway meeting shows His love's not lost. We're a caravan of faith and hope so bright, carrying the gospel through the darkest night. Some days the rain beats hard against my windshield, invisibility vanishes in the fog, but I accelerate because inside I'm sealed with the strength of Christ, that sacred dialogue. My family back home awaits my return, but I know God watches them at every turn. At that station on Highway 40, one day I stopped, full of anguish anguish, fear, and feeling so alone. The owner looked at me, and right then it dropped that God had placed an angel in that zone. He prayed with me, filled my tank with holy power. Didn't charge a dime for faith that bloomed that hour. Kilometers of faith I keep on counting. Every stop's an altar, every breath's a praise. In the dust of the highway I keep on singing. I don't walk alone, I walk in His grace. When the morning breaks and the sun starts rising, I thank God for another day of grace. Kilometers of faith I keep on counting on this blessed journey in this sacred space. Kilometers of faith, kilometers of love. Dawn still sleeps when I fire up the engine. The dew shines on fences like heaven's diamonds bright. My hot coffee tastes like praise and blessing, and the Bible on the seat is my trophy in this fight. I see the sky painting in rose and gold. It's God's hand creating treasures to behold. My wife called when I crossed the state line, said the children sent a kiss and a prayer. Loneliness hits hard, but I know it's by design. This distance makes love grow beyond compare. Honest work is service to the Creator above. Every load I carry with His love. On the Lord's highways I keep on moving. He's my GPS when I lose my way. On dangerous curves His presence is soothing. When fatigue hits hard, He's my strength today. From sunrise to sunset I keep on driving, but it's Christ who commands this steering wheel. On the Lord's highways I keep on thriving. Every kilometer is a miracle so real. Stopped at a looker to behold the valley wide, the green immensity that fades into the view. Nailed down there on stone and wire countryside, thank God for being part of this passage through. Between cities, dreams, and all provision, I'm the Lord's instrument on this mission. Met Mr. Manuel at a roadside diner place. White hair, calloused hands from years of living right. Told of 50 years traveling this dusty space, and how Jesus taught him to endure the fight. Said the highway's a school, a temple, a home, and every sunrise is a new altar of chrome. There's a station in the mountains where I always stop. Old Joe at the pump is a praying man of faith. One day I arrived broken, pockets at rock bottom drop. He filled my tank and gave me bread, showed me grace. Said, brother, here we don't charge for belief. God will reward you wherever you find relief. I cried right there, didn't hide my emotions flow. That station filled more than fuel, it filled my soul to overflow. Sunset on the highway is God's cinema screen. Every cloud is a brushstroke from the master's hand. Colors dance between earth and sky, so serene, announcing tomorrow brings more love across the land. I stop whenever I can for this holy moment pure, watching days say goodbye in a mantle of allure. But never my grandpa, who was also a trucker true, taught me respect and honor come from honest labor. That God honors those whose hearts are through and through, and that family is the greatest favor. I carry his name painted on my trail side. I carry his example lived with pride. On the Lord's highways I keep on moving. He's my GPS when I lose my way. On dangerous curves his presence is soothing. When fatigue hits hard, he's my strength today. From sunrise to sunset I keep on driving, but it's Christ who commands this steering wheel. On the Lord's highways I keep on thriving. Every kilometer is a miracle so real. Every kilometer, every stop, every moment sealed on the Lord's highways. Amen. Amen. Dawn still sleeps when I fire up the engine. The dew shines on fences like heaven's diamonds bright. My hot coffee tastes like praise and blessing, and the Bible on the seat is my trophy in this fight. I see the sky painted in rose and gold. It's God's hand creating treasures to behold. My wife called when I crossed the state line, said the children sent a kiss and a prayer. Loneliness hits hard, but I know it's by design. This distance makes love grow beyond compare. Honest work is service to the Creator above. Every load I carry with His love. On the Lord's highways, I keep on moving. He's my GPS when I lose my way. On dangerous curves, His presence is sitting. When fatigue hits hard, He's my strength today. From sunrise to sunset, I keep on driving, but it's Christ who commands this steering wheel. On the Lord's highways, I keep on thriving. Every kilometer is a miracle so real. Stopped at a lookout to behold the valley wide, the green immensity that fades into the view. Kneeled down there on stone and wire countryside. Thank God for being part of this passage through, between cities, dreams, and all provision. I'm the Lord's instrument on this mission. Met Mr. Manuel at a roadside diner place. White hair, calloused hands from years of living right. Told of 50 years traveling this dusty space, and how Jesus taught him to endure the fight. Said the highway's a school, a temple, a home, and every sunrise is a new altar chrome. There's a station in the mountains where I always stop. Old Joe at the pump is a praying man of faith. One day I arrived broken, pockets and a rock bottom drop. He filled my tank and gave me bread, showed me grace. Said, brother, here we don't charge for belief. God will reward you wherever you find relief. I cried right there, didn't hide my emotions flow. That station filled more than fuel, it filled my soul to overflow. Sunset on the highway is God sent on the screen. Every cloud is a brushstroke from the master's hand. Colors dance between earth and sky, so serene, announcing tomorrow brings more love across the land. I stop whenever I can for this holy moment pure, watching days say goodbye in a mantle of allure. Remember my grandpa, who was also a trucker true, taught me respect and honor come from honest labor. That God honors those whose hearts are through and through. favor. I carry his name painted on my trailer side. I carry his example everywhere. On the Lord's highways, I keep on moving. He's my GPS when I lose my way. On dangerous curves, his presence is soon. When fatigue hits hard, he's my strength today. From sunrise to sunset, I keep on driving, but it's Christ who commands this steering wheel. On the Lord's highways, I keep on thriving. Every kilometer is a miracle so real. Every kilometer, every stop, every moment see. On the Lord's highways, amen, amen.
The rooster hadn't crowed when I left my home. The dark highway under a blanket of stars. My mama made the sign of the cross as I'd roam, and whispered, God goes with you near and far. Turned on the radio and a song touched me deep, like Jesus himself climbing in my driver's seat. Every kilometer roll is a page that's written in the book of my life that God will read. The load is heavy, but my soul is smitten, because I know the Lord gives me all I need. The mountains bow down, the rivers part wide, when you walk with the one who's always by your soul. He's my journey companion true. When loneliness hits in the morning dew, when sleep weighs heavy and the night is cold, His presence is the warmth I hold. From the first ray of sun to the twilight's call, every moment is a miracle small. He's my journey companion through it all. And on this highway, I'm never alone, never alone on this road I've known. Saw the sun rise over the Chapata Plateau. Looked like the sky caught fire in glory bright. Stopped my truck right there on that rocky tableau to engrave that holy memory in my sight. Prayed out loud, didn't care who could see, 'cause praising the Lord has no boundary. At a station in Ubrava, met Brother Pete. Talk came easy, we spoke of Jesus and grace. He told how God pulled him from defeat, how faith rescued him in that darkest place. We shared our lunch, coffee, and communion. Two strangers united in spiritual union. There are moments on this road I want to return. See my children playing in the backyard space. Feel the tight embrace for which I yearn. From the woman I learned to love face to face. But this longing doesn't burn me through, 'cause I know each day away is big. The rooster hadn't crowed when I left my home. The dark highway under a blanket of stars. My mama made the sign of the cross as I'd roam. Whispered, God goes with you, near and far. Turned on the radio and a song touched me deep, like Jesus himself climbing in my driver's seat. Every Colombo to roll is a page that's written in the book of my life that God will read. The load is heavy, but my soul is smitten, because I know the Lord gives me all I need. The mountains bow down, the rivers part wide, when you walk with the one who's always by your soul. He's my journey companion true. When loneliness hits in the morning dew, when sleep weighs heavy and the night is cold, His presence is the warmth I hold. From the first ray of sun to the twilight's call, every moment is a miracle small. He's my journey companion through it all, and on this highway I'm never alone, never alone on this road I've known. Saw the sun rise over the Chapata Plateau, looked like the sky caught fire in glory bright. Stopped my truck right there on that rocky tableau to engrave that holy memory in my sight. Prayed out loud, didn't care who could see, 'cause praising the Lord has no boundary. At a station in Uberba, met Brother Pete. Talk came easy, we spoke of Jesus and grace. He told how God pulled him from defeat, how faith rescued him in that darkest place. We shared our lunch, coffee, and communion. Two strangers united in spirit spiritual union. There are moments on this road I want to return, see my children playing in the backyard space, feel the tight embrace for which I yearn, from the woman I learned to love face to face. But this longing doesn't burn me through, 'cause I know each day away is building something new, for their future, for our daily bread. And when I return, their eyes shine bright, like I'm a hero from the tales they've read. I tell stories of the road, of graces in the night. The rooster hadn't crowed when I left my home, the dark highway under a blanket of stars. My mama made the sign of the cross as I'd roam, and whispered, God goes with you, near and far. Turned on the radio and a song touched me deep, like Jesus himself climbing in my driver's seat. Every kilometer road is a page that's written in the book of my life that God will read. The load is heavy, but my soul is smitten, because I know the Lord gives me all I need. The mountains bow down, the rivers part wide, when you walk with the one who's always by your side. He's my journey companion true, when loneliness hits in the morning dew, when sleep weighs heavy and the night is cold. His presence is the warmth I hold. From the first ray of sun to the twilight's call, every moment is a miracle small. He's my journey companion through it all, and on this highway I'm never alone, never alone, on this road I've known. Saw the sun rise over the Japata Plateau, looked like the sky caught fire in glory bright. Stopped my truck right there on that rocky tableau to engrave that holy memory in my sight. Prayed out loud, didn't care who could see, 'cause praising the Lord has no boundary. At a station in Uberba, met Brother Pete. Talk came easy, we spoke of Jesus and grace. He told how God pulled him from defeat, how faith rescued him in that darkest place. We shared our lunch, coffee and communion, two strangers united in spiritual union. see my children play in the backyard space. Feel the tight embrace for which I yearn from the woman I learned to love face to face. But this longing doesn't burn me through, 'cause I know each day away is building something new for their future, for our daily bread. And when I return, their eyes shine bright, like I'm a hero from the tales they've read. I tell stories of the road, of graces in the night, of how God watches over all our days, walking with us in mysterious ways. One day the tire blew on a downhill grade. The fog was so thick, couldn't see ahead. But he held firm, my life was saved. Stopped shaking, cold sweat filled with dread. Knelt right there on the frozen shoulder stone, and thank God for being alive, not alone. At that station on the border, old Joaquin, 82 years old and still works each day, said, "Son, God's not finished with me, it seems, 'cause I still got purpose and joy on display." Filled my tank, washed my windshield clean, and when I went to pay, gave me a beautiful scene. Said, "Today it's on the house, on me. God told me to bless whoever passes through and sees." Didn't just fill fuel, filled my hope anew. That kindness still exists, still breaks through. Sunset in the Manticora mountain range is a painting not even Rembrandt could create. Colors that from pink to orange change. The whole sky celebrate the day's final gate. I always stop, turn everything off, just contemplate, 'cause this moment is my temple, my sacred state. He's my journey companion true. When loneliness hits in the morning dew, when sleep weighs heavy and the night is cold, yeah. The rooster hadn't crowed when I left my home. The dark highway under a blanket of stars. My mama made the sign of the cross as I'd roam, and whispered, "God goes with you near and far." Turned on the radio and a song touched me deep, like Jesus himself climbing in my driver's seat. Every kilometer rolled is a page that's written in the book of my life that God will read. The load is heavy, but my soul is smitten, because I know the Lord gives me all I need. The mountains bow down, the rivers part wide, when you walk with the one who's always by your side. He's my journey companion true, when loneliness hits in the morning dew, when sleep weighs heavy and the night is cold, His presence is the warmth I hold. From the first ray of sun to the twilight's call, every moment is a miracle small. He's my journey companion through it all, and on this highway I'm never alone, never alone on this road I've known. Saw the sunrise over the Chapata Plateau, looked like the sky caught fire in glory bright. Stopped my truck right there on that rocky tableau to engrave that holy memory in my sight. Prayed out loud, didn't care who could see, 'cause praising the Lord has no boundary. At a station in Uber, met Brother Pete. Talk came easy, we spoke of Jesus and grace. He told how God pulled him from defeat, how faith rescued him in that darkest place. We shared our lunch, coffee and communion, two strangers united in spiritual union. There are moments on this road I want to return, see my children playing in the backyard space, feel the tight embrace for which I yearn, from the woman I learned to love face to face. But this longing doesn't burn me through, 'cause I know each day away is building something new for their future, for our daily bread. When I return, their eyes shine bright, like I'm a hero from the tales they've read. I tell stories of the road of graces in the night, of how God watches over all our days, walking with us in mysterious ways. One day the tire blew on a downhill grade. The fog was so thick, couldn't see ahead, but he held firm, my life was saved. Stopped shaking, cold sweat filled with dread. knelt right there on the frozen shoulder stone, and thank God for being alive, not alone. At that station on the border, old Joaquin, 82 years old and still works each day, said, son, God's not finished with me, it seems, 'cause I still got purpose and joy on display. Filled my tank, washed my windshield clean, and when I went to pay, gave me a beautiful scene. Said, today it's on the house, on me. God told me to bless whoever passes through and sees. Didn't just fill fuel, filled my hope anew. That kind that still exists, still breaks through. Sunset in the Manticora mountain range is a painting not even Rembrandt could create. Colors that from pink to orange change, the whole sky celebrating the day's final gate. I always stop, turn everything off, just contemplate, 'cause this moment is my temple, my sacred state. He's my
Woke up to the little birds singing outside, the daylight still shine on the distant horizon line. Made my coffee, read a psalm with pride, asked the Lord for protection, my watchful guide divine. The highway waited with its challenges and beauty there, and I knew God would turn everything into answered prayer. My father always said before each journey start, son, carry God in your chest and respect in your eyes. Those words are eternal luggage in my heart, more important than any cargo or merchandise. I carry his wisdom in every choice I make, and feel his presence even when I'm alone and away. The grace on the highway, blessing on every bend, God goes ahead, opening up the way. When the storm comes, when the night won't end, he's my lighthouse, I never walk alone today. From purple sunrise to golden sunset's glow, every moment is a gift from heaven below. Grace on the highway, divine provision on this journey that knows no intermission. Stopped at a junction to help a brother broken down, his truck smoking heavy, him in desperation. Got my hands dirty, we fixed it there in town, and when we finished, he was filled with elation. I said he prayed for a miracle right there, and that that God sent me to answer His prayer. It wasn't me who helped, it was the Lord through my hands. We're instruments of love across these lanes. Met Miss Rosa at a simple diner place. She serves food with so much love and dedication, true. Told me she lost everything, but faith she still embraces. Every plate she serves is a form of prayer too. That food fed more than just my body's need, was medicine for the soul, was divine seed. Some nights I call home and just listen close to the sound of children playing in the background noise. My wife, exhausted but with love the most, tells me about their day in her tender voice, and I cry silently here in the dark cabin space, 'cause I know this distance is also filled with grace. I work to give them what I never had before, so they can dream high, and so every dream can soar. And when I return, it's a party, pure joy untold. My children jumping, saying, "Daddy, your stories of gold." I tell of highways, people, and the places I've seen, of how God watches over every home and dream. The sun rose red over the Brazilian savannah wide. Looked like the whole world was catching fire. Stopped my truck just to witness with pride God's glory revealing higher and higher. Took a picture, sent it to my family's phone. Look what Daddy sees when he's alone. There's a station in the interior of São Paulo state. Mr. Antonio owns it, man of deep faith profound. Whenever I pass, he receives me at the gate and tells me a Bible story so sound. One day I arrived without money for the tank. He said, "Brother, here we plant and we rank, but never leave a child of God stranded here." Filled it all up, wouldn't take payment, just wanted prayer. Right there at the pump we prayed together, crying. Felt the Holy Spirit embracing, unifying. That station didn't fill diesel, it filled my core with gratitude, with faith, with will to give more. The sunset on the Dutra Highway is always something special, when clouds are painted orange and lilac bright. It's like God signing a postcard celestial, saying, "My child, I'm here, fear not tonight." I stop, breathe deep, thank Him for the day, for life, for the road, for family's way. Tomorrow brings more asphalt, more miles to win, but today I celebrate the privilege within. Remember my grandpa and the stories I used to hear. He also unrolled these Brazilian high. Woke up to the little birds singing outside. The daylight still shine on the distant horizon line. Made my coffee, read a psalm with pride. Asked the Lord for protection, my watchful guide divine. The highway waited with its challenges and beauty there, and I knew God would turn everything into answered prayer. My father always said before each journey starts, son, carry God in your chest and respect in your eyes. Those words are eternal luggage in my heart, more important than any cargo or merchandise. I carry His wisdom in every choice I make, and feel His presence even when I'm alone and away. Grace on the highway, blessing on every bend. God goes ahead, opening up the way. When the storm comes, when the night won't end, He's my lighthouse, I never walk alone today. From purple sunrise to golden sunset's glow, every moment is a gift from heaven below. Grace on the highway, divine provision on this journey that knows no intermission. Stopped at a junction to help a brother broken down. His truck smoking heavy, him in desperation. Got my hands dirty, we fixed it there in town. And when we finished, he was filled with elation. Said he prayed for a miracle right there, and that God sent me to answer his prayer. Wasn't me who helped, it was the Lord through my hands. We're instruments of love across these lands. Met Miss Rosa at a simple diner place. She serves food with so much love and dedication true. Told me she lost everything, but faith she still embraces. Every plate she serves is a form of prayer too. That food fed more than just my body's need, was medicine for the soul, was divine seed. Some nights I call home and just listen close to the sound of children playing in the background noise. My wife, exhausted but with love the most, tells me about their day in her tender voice. And I cry silently here in the dark cabin space, 'cause I know this distance is also filled with grace. I work to give them what I never had before, so they can dream high, so every dream can soar. And when I return, it's a party, pure joy untold. My children jumping, saying, "Daddy, your stories of gold." I tell of highways, people, and the places I've seen, of how God watches over every home. Woke up to the little birds singing outside. The Daylight still shine on the distant horizon line. Made my coffee, read a song with pride. Asked the Lord for protection, my watchful guide divine. The highway waited with its challenges and beauty there, and I knew God would turn everything in answer prayer. My father always said before each journey starts, son, carry God in your chest and respect in your eyes. Those words are eternal luggage in my heart, more important than any cargo or merchandise. I carry His wisdom in every choice I make, and feel His presence even when I'm alone and awake. Grace on the highway, blessing on every bend. God goes ahead, I'm blowing up the way. When the storm comes, when the night won't end, He's my lighthouse, I never walk alone today. From purple sunrise to golden sunset's glow, every moment is a gift from heaven below. Grace on the highway, divine provision on this journey that knows no intermission. Stopped at a junction to help a brother broken down. His truck smoking heavy, him in desperation. Got my hands dirty, we fixed it there in town. And when we finished, he was filled with elation. Said he'd prayed for a miracle right there, and that God sent me to answer his prayer. Wasn't me who helped, it was the Lord through my hands. We're instruments of love across these lands. Met Miss Rosa at a simple diner place. She serves food with so much love and dedication true. Told me she lost everything, but faith she still embraces. Every plate she serves is a form of prayer too. That food fed more than just my body's need, was medicine for the soul, was divine seed. Some nights I call home and just listen close to the sound of children playing in the background noise. My wife, exhausted but with love the most, tells me about their day in her tender voice. And I cry silently here in the dark cabin space, 'cause I know this distance is also filled with grace. I work to give them what I never had before, so they can dream high, so every dream can soar. And when I return, it's a party, pure joy untold. My children jumping, saying, "Daddy, your stories of gold." I tell of highways, people, and the places I've seen, of how God watches over every home and dream. The sun rose red over the Brazilian savannah wide. Looked like the whole world was catching fire. Stopped my truck just to witness with pride God's glory revealing higher and higher. Took a picture, sent it to my family's phone. Look what Daddy sees when he's alone. There's a station in the interior of Sao Paulo state. Mr. Tony owns it, man of deep faith profound. Whenever I pass, he receives me at the gate and tells me a Bible story so sound. One day I arrived without money for the tank. He said, brother, here we plan and we rank, but never leave a child of God stranded here. Filled it all up, wouldn't take payment, just wanted prayer. Right there at the pump, we prayed together, crying. Felt the Holy Spirit embracing, unifying. That station didn't fill diesel, it filled my core with gratitude, with faith, with will to give more. Sunset on the Dutra Highway is always something special. When clouds are painted orange and lilac bright, it's like God signing a postcard celestial saying, my child, I'm here, fear not the night. I stop, breathe deep, thank him for the day, for life, for the road, for family's way. Tomorrow brings more asphalt, more miles to win, but today I celebrate the privilege with that. Remember my grandpa and the stories I used to hear. He also rolled these Brazilian highways too. Said a real trucker's trust is crystal clear. In God first, then in maneuvers tried and true. That respect and honesty are the fuel supreme. It moves a man when the road gets extreme. I carry this legacy like a banner high. In every journey he's there, he'll never die. Grace on the highway, blessing on every. Darkness still covered the backlands when I departed. The dawn's cold cut through like a razor's blade. But I fired up the engine and my heart was light-hearted, 'cause I know God prepares every crusade. Took my last sip of coffee from the thermos flask and felt his presence like a warm embrace on this task. My mama embroidered a verse on a kitchen towel that I carry hanging here on my rearview mirror. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, it tells. Every time I read it, renews my frontier. She's not here, but her love travels with me still, in every kilometer, in every hill. Wheels of providence turning without end. God's the mechanic, keeping everything running right. When I think I'll stop, he makes me transcend. His grace is the oil keeping my engine tight. From first light of dawn to the last ray of sun, every highway traveled brings me closer to the sun. Wheels of providence, miracle in motion. In this highway life, He's my devotion. The sun broke on the horizon like molten gold, painting with hope every piece of the sky. Stopped at a roadside station to watch this unfold. It's in these moments I feel God's nearby. Morning simplicity brings wisdom profound that no salary or fortune can ever compound. Met Marcus, old highway partner of mine, at the stop in Ribby round Preto. We shared our stories. He told how God healed his daughter fine when doctors had no more glories. We cried together, laughed, prayed hand in hand, two highway warriors with souls so grand. Some days the rain falls like a new flood's rage, lighting tears through the sky and fear. But I accelerate, 'cause inside there's a stage of angels gardening, dispelling all worry. Faith doesn't fear the storm or thunder's sound. Tulsa drives my truck, calms hurricanes around. Sometimes I turn on my phone and see the picture saved. My son's first day of school, pride written clear. My daughter in her pink dress at parties great. My wife smiling, hair in the wind, atmosphere. And loneliness tightens like rope on my chest. But this pain has purpose, it's part of the test. I work to build their future bright, so they'll have opportunities, reach new height. And when I arrive home after weeks away, it's tight hugs, kisses that stay. I tell of the landscapes, the special people too, of how God protects me in everything I do. My children see me as an adventure hero, bold, but I know the real hero is who keeps my soul controlled. At a lost station between Goiás and Mato Grosso State, met Mr. Benedito, man of faith and great charisma. 85 years old, but still works at his rate. Said stopping is dying, working it is the prisma. Filled my tank, checked the oil and water too, and when I went to pay, he made me feel brand new. Said today God told me to bless you right, already paid your bill, you can rest tonight. I was speechless, my eyes began to tear, that simple gesture to reach my soul so near. It wasn't just fuel that hit the tank, it was renewed hope, it was love without rank. That station kitchen was an altar, a house of prayer, where God filled more than diesel, filled me with care. Sunset in the Pantanal is otherworldly sight. Colors explode like divine fireworks display. Pink, orange, purple, deep red, bright. The whole sky celebrating in its own way. Turn everything off, step out of the cabin, stand tall, con your darkness still covered the backlands when I departed. The dawn's cold cut through like a razor's blade. But I fired up the engine and my heart was lighthearted, 'cause I know God prepares every crusade. Took my last sip of coffee from the thermos flask and felt his presence like a warm embrace on this task.
My mama embroidered a verse on a kitchen towel that I carry hanging here on my rearview mirror.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, it tells. Every time I read it renews my frontier. She's not here, but her love travels with me still. In every kilometer, in every hill. Wheels of providence turning without end. God's the mechanic keeping everything running right. When I think I'll stop, he makes me transcend. His grace is the oil keeping my engine tight. From first light of dawn to last ray of sun, every highway travel brings me closer to the sun. Wheels of providence, miracle in motion. In this highway life, he's my devotion.
The sun broke on the horizon like molten gold, painting with hope every piece of the sky.
Stopped at a roadside station to watch this unfold. It's in these moments I feel God's nearby. Morning simplicity brings wisdom profound that no salary or fortune can ever compound.
Met Marcus, old highway partner of mine, at the stop in Reba around Preto. We shared our stories. He told how God healed his daughter fine when doctors had no more glories.
We cried together, laughed, prayed hand in hand. Two highway warriors with souls so grand. Some days the rain falls like a new flood's rage, lightning tears through the sky in fury.
But I accelerate, 'cause inside there's a stage
Of angels guarding, despair in all worry. Faith doesn't fear the storm or thunder sound, 'cause who drives my truck
comes hurricanes around.
Sometimes I turn on my phone and see the picture saved. My son's first day of school, pride written clear. My daughter in her pink dress at parties great. My wife smiling, hair in the wind, atmosphere.
And loneliness tightens like rope on my chest. But this pain has purpose, it's part of the test.
I work to build their future bright, so they'll have opportunities, reach new height.
And when I arrive home after weeks away, it's tight hugs, kisses that stay. I tell of the landscapes, the special people too, of how God protects me in everything I do.
My children see me as an adventure hero bold,
but I know the real hero is who keeps my soul controlled. At a lost station between Goiás and Mato Grosso State, met Mr. Benedito, man of faith and great charisma. 85 years old, but still works at his rate. Said stopping is dying, working is the prisma. Filled my tank, checked the oil and water too, and when I went to pay, he made me feel brand new.
said today God told me to bless you right. Already paid your bill, you can rest tonight.
I was speechless, my eyes began to tear. That simple gesture reached my soul so near. It wasn't just fuel that had in the tank, it was renewed hope, it was love without rank.
That station was an altar, a house of prayer, where God filled more than diesel, fill me with care. Sunset and the Pantanal is otherworldly sight. Colors explode like divine fireworks display. Pink, orange, purple, deep red, bright. The whole sky celebrating in its own way. Turn everything off, step out of the cabin, stand tall. Got Dawn was still dreaming when I opened my eyes. The clock showed 4 a.m. without mercy. Put on my shirt, put on my leather boots wise, kneeled by the bedside, made my prayer in ministry. Asked for divine protection for another journey ahead, and thanked for having work, for having a road to tread. My grandma used to say with wisdom of years gone by, my grandson, God doesn't sleep when you're on the road. She prayed rosaries daily
for my plans up high, and I felt each prayer like a helping hand bestowed. She departed 3 winters ago to the celestial home, but her intercession still guards me wherever I roam. The sky began to lighten in tones of pearl and silver bright. The fog danced over the fields like a bridal veil so fine. It's in these moments that my soul takes flight from the world's rush and finds peace divine. God paints a new picture with every dawn star and invites me to witness His powerful art. Under my Lord's sky, I keep on rolling. Every cloud that passes is a memory of His love. From daybreak to twilight, I keep on strolling, singing hymns of gratitude to my Savior above. Doesn't matter if the road is smooth or full of holes, He straightens the pathways, strengthens weary souls. Under my Lord's sky, in any direction I go, I'm covered by grace, protected by prayer's flow. Stopped at a highway rest area for a meal. Sat next to an elderly missionary couple there. They told a 40-year spreading the gospel's appeal. Their faces glow with extraordinary care. Said the highway is a pulpit without walls around, that every person is an opportunity to sow ground of love, of faith, of hope that's real and true, left there renewed with a soul made new. Met Wellington, young trucker, just beginning his way, eyes full of fear of what might come ahead. Sat with him, had coffee for a while that day, told of God's graces I've witnessed instead. How He never abandoned me in difficult hours, how He turned tears into gentle hymn flowers. Saw hope being born in that young man's face and understood God uses me to make His grace. When loneliness tightens and the heart feels pain, I grab my cell phone and watch the video they made. My daughter's singing that song she composed again. Daddy, come back soon, the stars have already stayed. My son's showing the drawing he made of me in the red truck with endless blue sky to see. My wife blowing kisses through the camera lens, saying love doesn't measure distance, that transcends. And I cry there alone in the immensity, but these are tears of gratitude, not of vacancy,
'cause I know this distance is temporary still, and that I'm building an extraordinary will. So when I'm old and tell my grandchildren these tales, they'll say Grandpa was a man of respect that prevails, that I worked honestly every day of my life complete, that I served God even when the road was bittersweet. At a station in the Serra du Mar, found a surprise divide. The manager was an old childhood friend of mine. Tight embrace, conversation flowed so fine. He told how God restored his life's design. Had lost everything, family, house, direction clear, but Jesus found him at the bottom of darkness and fear. And today he manages that station with excellence shown, being light for every traveler in his zone. When I went to pay, he did as the Lord would do, filled my tank and said, today the bill's on me for you. You were kind to me.
Dawn was still dreaming when I opened my eyes. The clock showed 4 a.m. without mercy. Put on my shirt, pulled on my leather boots wise, kneeled by the bedside, made my prayer and ministry. Asked for divine protection for another journey ahead, and thanked for having work, for having a road to tread. Grandma used to say with wisdom of years gone by, my grandson, God doesn't sleep when you're on the road. She prayed rosaries daily for my plans up high, and I felt each prayer like a helping hand bestowed. She departed 3 winters ago to the celestial home, but her intercession still guards me wherever I roam. The sky began to lighten in tones of pearl and silver bright. The fog danced over the fields like a bridal veil so fine. It's in these moments that my soul takes flight, from the world's rush and finds peace divine. God paints a new picture with every dawn star, and invites me to witness His powerful art. Under my Lord's sky, I keep on rolling. Every cloud that passes is a memory of His love. From daybreak to twilight, I keep on strolling, singing hymns of gratitude to my Savior above. Doesn't matter if the road is smooth or full of holes, He straightens the pathways, strengthens weary souls. Under my Lord's sky, in any direction I go, I'm covered by grace, protected by prayer's flow. Stopped at a highway rest area for a meal, sat next to an elderly missionary couple there. They told of 40 years spreading the gospel's appeal. Their faces glowed with extraordinary care. Said the highway is a pulpit without walls around, that every person is an opportunity to sow ground of love, of faith, of hope that's real and true, left there renewed with a soul made new. Met Wellington, young trucker just beginning his way, eyes full of fear of what might come ahead. Sat with him, had coffee for a while that day, told of God's graces I've witnessed instead. How he never abandoned me in difficult hours, how he turned tears into gentle hymn flowers. Saw hope being born in that young man's face, and understood God uses me to make His grace. When loneliness tightens and the heart feels pain, I grab my cell phone and watch the video they made. My daughter's fraying that song she composed at the end. Daddy, come back soon, the stars have already stayed. My son showing the drawing he made of me in the red truck with endless blue sky to see. My wife blowing kisses through the camera lens, saying love doesn't measure distance, that transcends. And I cry there alone in the immensity, but these are tears of gratitude, not of vacancy. Because I know this distance is temporary still, and that I'm building an extraordinary will. So when I'm old and tell my grandchildren these tales, they'll say Grandpa was a man of respect that prevails. That I worked honestly every day of my life complete, that I served God even when the road was bittersweet. At a station in the Sur Dumar found a surprise divine. The manager was an old childhood friend of mine. Tight embrace, conversation flowed so fine. He told how God restored his life's design. Had lost everything, family, house, direction clear, but Jesus found him at the bottom of darkness and fear. And today he manages that station with excellence shown, being light for every traveler in his zone. When I went to pay, he did as the Lord would do, filled my tank and said, today the bill's on me for you. You were kind to me when we were young boys. Today I return it in blessing through life's noise. That station didn't just fill the engine's diesel need, filled my soul with gratitude to the Creator indeed.
Before the rooster crowed, I was already on my feet. The smell of fresh coffee filling the small kitchen air. Opened my Bible, read the psalm so sweet, and asked the Lord to illuminate with care this movie that is my life on the endless road, where each kilometer is a verse of the hymn that's my code. My younger brother called me in farewell's embrace, said he was praying for my journey ahead, that he trusted God to guard my space, and waited for me back for barbecue spread. These words are fuel for the heart's devotion, more powerful than diesel gas or any explosion. Don't emerge like a holy fire bride, blood red, then orange hope's display. Stopped on the shoulder just to see this sign, morning being born in its sacred ballet. It's the Lord painting another masterpiece, to remind that each day is grace that won't cease. I'm a pilgrim of the Brazilian highways wide, carrying faith wherever the asphalt leads, passing through lands, mountains, countryside, with Christ beside me for all my needs. From first breath to the last sun's ray, my life is a testimony of gratitude's display. Highway pilgrim with a mission clear, to spread love, to share prayer everywhere. At a stop in Cuba, met Miss Lucia Kind, cook at a popular restaurant place. Her food had the seasoning of joy combined. Each plate served was a loving embrace. Told me she lost her husband 2 years past, but God gave her strength that would last. And cooking for truckers was her calling true, feeding bodies and hearts too. That meal was more than sustenance that day, it was communion with sacrament on the way. Found Ricardo stopped on BR11 at Sings Lane, hood up, smoke rising to the sky. Stopped to help that brother in pain. Together we fixed it, together we'd fly. He had no money for a mechanic's fee. Said, brother, God sent you to rescue me. I replied, we're all divine instruments here, that the highway joined trust far and near. When you travel with Christ in your heart's core, you see opportunity in every door. There's a station in Campo Grande, middle of nowhere land, where Mr. Sebastian's worked for 30 years strong. He knows every trucker who passes through his stand, always with a smile, always nothing wrong. One day I arrived without a penny to spare, engine nearly stopping, situation of despair. He looked at me and said with voice serene, "Son, God doesn't abandon those who trust Him clean." Filled my tank until it overflowed bright, checked oil, water, everything with delight. When I went to thank him, he hugged me tight, said pay it forward, spread this love day and night. That station wasn't just a technical stop, was an altar of mercy from bottom to top. Didn't just fill fuel in the empty tank there, filled my faith that God provides with care. In dark nights when loneliness gets deep, I look at stars through the windshield glass. Each one reminds me of someone I keep, my wife who waits, who prays, who lets pass. To our children that Daddy's all right and well, that he's working for the good, that time will tell. My son sent a letter through Mom last week ago, written with crooked letters but full of love's flow. Dad, when are you coming back to see? I wanna show